Hello, YouTube. Big change. I moved. Yay. I now have a tiny little garage apartment connected to a house where a friend of mine for many, many years lives. I pretty much stay in my little garage apartment for the most part, most of the time. Um, I have to go into the house to take a shower, and I can use their kitchen and stuff, but I also have my little mini fridge, and I like it a lot. I do. It's an adjustment. Adjusting to the change is hard for me, but I do like it. Um, it feels a lot simpler. I'm going to give you the tour real quick. So, as some of y'all know, I've gotten into meditating a little more and into studying Buddhist philosophy again. And so this is where I sit. It's also my massage table, and I sit here and I meditate. I ain't gonna act like I do it all the time, because I don't. There's my little bookshelf. There's my bed that's not made. Sorry, y'all. There's the closet. I'm gonna get a room divider, and then it's gonna look like a closet. And there's my little workstation. And there's my little mini fridge. And there's the doors that you can't see because there's a curtain there, see? There. And there's TV with the didgeridoo that I keep meaning to learn to play, but I never do. And then here's me. And that's it. Very simple little place. I got rid of a lot of my shit. And I don't even miss it. Yeah. I have this urge to really simplify my life lately. And the more I do, the more shit I give away. Just the lighter I feel. It reminds me of that scene, I don't know if y'all saw in that movie Labyrinth. Remember that scene in the movie where she ends up in a place, it's like her room, but it's not her room, and she comes out and she's in junkyard and the lady keeps putting shit on her and she's like, "Oh, look at your teddy bear. Isn't that nice?" No, half of y'all are like, "What the fuck is this bitch on about?" But yeah, I feel good. I feel good. And what else? That's pretty much it. I'm in a whole new area, and at first I was like, I don't know about this place. But the more I let myself go out and explore the area of town that I'm in, the more I come to like it, and the more I find these new cool things that make what I left behind just seem like kind of fail, you know. Before I had a one bedroom, and the living room was pretty big, and the bedroom was decent size, and I just didn't need all that space. I don't need all that space. Then I fill that space with shit, and then it's just, you know, there. Anyway, so what's been on my mind lately? Before I became an atheist, I was probably somebody that most people that I knew would call extremely spiritual. She's a very spiritual person. She's very spiritual. And I'm going to leave the religious, like, I went through a time when I was, you know, pagan and stuff. But aside from those things, just, it seemed like, I just seemed like a spiritual person. And when I came to the realization that I'm an atheist, and then the existential crisis that I was in the midst of, and yada, 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 all that stuff. And so now I'm having to sort of deconstruct everything that I believed before and reevaluate what I believe and why, and other things like, since I'm an atheist, why is murder wrong, and things like that, which, you know, those things are not hard to figure out. But even now, I don't know if it's like maybe with time it goes away, but even now, like, people that I meet that don't really know me say that I seem like a spiritual person. And I don't know what that means anymore. And I think that was a big part of my depression too, because that's a big part of my identity that I got completely disconnected from. And so I'm having to find those parts of me again in ways that I can explain in terms that aren't like mojo centric. So where I just made up, thank you. You can use that. So part of what has helped is that I came across um, a talk by Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's something about his best sermon or something like that, talking about how, and the way he explains it, I'm not even going to attempt to do it justice. I'll put it in the low bar. How we quite literally are made of stardust, which means that we're not only in the universe, but the universe is within us as well. Now, whether that means some sort of we should feel some sort of connectedness deeper than that, I don't know. But it helped a lot. And so I guess the question I'm throwing out there for discussion, talk amongst yourself, is if you're an atheist, can you still be a spiritual person? And what does that mean? If you're an atheist and you consider yourself a spiritual person, what does that mean to you? And how do you sort of reconcile the natural tendency that I think many atheists have toward skepticism in general and the sort of faith element of what seems like goes hand in hand with spirituality. I know I'm doing this a lot. FW will live. The faith element or part that goes into what many consider spirituality. Yeah, because that's sort of I think I've kind of been in mourning for that part of myself. I don't know if spirituality means just looking for a greater meaning to it all, but that could be also existentialism. I guess scientists could be searching for, I don't know, greater meaning, but explanation on it. I don't know. Just like I said, talk amongst yourselves. And I guess that's it. I guess that's all I have to throw out there. But this is Div signing off from the new pad. And thanks for watching again. And I miss you guys and love you guys. And thanks everyone who's been subscribed and all my friends out there in YouTube land. Great big cyber hug for all of you and a little bit of a reach around too. So, okay. Good night.